evening to my lecturer Ms. Zakia and my fellow students. Today, my group members Sahniezam, Nancy, Hafiza, Nurhusna, Adam and myself Divvia would like to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of online classes. We hope that each one of you would enjoy listening to this speech. Each student has their own opinion towards how educational system should work. Online classes have its own advantages and disadvantages. Some may find it difficult, meanwhile others can consider it to be easy. So, it depends on the students whether they can handle it in the right way or not. Nowadays, online learning turns out to be more and more practiced. Many traditional universities started to share their courses online for free. It represents an easy and comfortable method to achieve knowledge in almost every field, from law and accounting to human sciences such as psychology and sociology or history. Online classes is a great alternative to traditional universities, especially for people who can't afford the time and money to take real course. But what are the advantages and disadvantages of online classes? Now, my group member Nancy will continue with the main idea 1. Thank you.
1. Of studies for the students becomes significantly lower. Online education can cost less due to a variety of reasons. There is no cost for commuting. All the materials the lecturers need is provided via online platform, so students will easily access them from their home. Exotic costs that are related to transport, such as fuel, parking, and public transportation costs, don't affect online students. Students can save money by avoiding many fees typical of campus-based education. Students also can use the reading materials such as digital publication and e-books for their projects or reference through online.
2.
My name is Sahniezam bin Iriansah, and I will continue the second benefit of online classes for education. One of the benefits of online classes that we discovered is cost of studies for the students become significantly lower. Online education can cost less due to a variety of reasons. There will be no cost for commuting for transportation. Okay. Besides that, for the lecturer, all of the materials for the lecturer to use is already provided via online platform, so the students will easily access them from their home. Second, assorted costs that are related to transport, such as fuel, parking, and transportation costs, doesn't affect online students. especially for the students using the online for classes. Students also can save money by avoiding many fees typically of campus-based education. For example, hostel fee and the other things that they were using during real life or traditional classes. Students can use the reading materials such as digital publication and e-books for their project or reference through online. And with that, I thank you. The third point will be continued to my next group member.
3. Hello everyone, this is Ahmad, and for my part of the video, I'll be talking about the disadvantages of online learning. So during our research, we've discovered plenty of disadvantages for online learning. One of them, which is the most well-known of all, is no face-to-face interactions at all. Online classes obviously cannot replicate the human experience and that develops in a face-to-face learning environment. During a face-to-face class, we are able to engage in natural and spontaneous conversations with our classmates that enriches the learning experience. Students also face difficulty to understand what the lecturers are teaching. When a lecturer is physically in front of us, we can read their body language and their hand gestures, and we can hear the tone of their voice loudly and clearly, much more than in online classes. So it is also extremely difficult for students to ask questions during the online learning process.
4. Responsibility. We have to be independent because we are on our own. No one is going to tell us when an assignment is due or which classes we need to take next. Second, students should be organized. We need to find a suitable and quiet space to attend online class. For me, I prefer to stay in my own room when I have online class because usually if I sit in the living room, my siblings are playing with each other, so they cause a lot of loud noises. And I cannot hear the lecturer properly and clearly even though I have headphones on. Third, students should manage their time efficiently because since we have so many assignments and projects to do, it's very important for us to manage our time efficiently because we don't have the same routine. Me myself, I don't have timetable, and since I stay at home, I get distracted easily compared to staying at the hostel because I got so many things to do. For example, I have to help my mom doing host course, and at the same time I have assignments to do and I have to attend online class, so it's very.
Hi, I'm Nurhusna, and from what I can conclude in the conclusion is that students need to handle their online classes in a smart and effective way, or else they will be facing a lot of trouble. For example, they might have trouble with understanding what the lecturer have taught during classes because they are not prepared, or should I say they didn't listen and not focus when the lecturer taught them. And the second one is that they might have some problem with the assessment because they miss out the part where the lecturer gives the explanation that related to the assessment. And this could be a huge trouble for them because they don't know how to do the assessment. like they can't depend on their friends. So this kind of action can harm their future, and in the end of the day they might don't want to go through it and will think of giving up. So before they started the online classes, they need to do enough preparation and make sure that they are ready to proceed with the online classes. That's all from me. Thank you.